The following question is from the March long challenge at Codechef. The question name is Chef and Groups. We'll read the prompt and try to understand the question and its test cases, and also see an implementation at the end of this video. So stay tuned. The question says there are n seats in a row. So you're given a string with length n for each valid I. The ith character of the string is 0 if the ith seat is empty, and 1 if there is someone sitting in the string. So it basically says that there is a string and it's of like something like 1 0 0 1 0 1 1, something like this. Now 1 represents that someone is sitting and 0 represents someone is not sitting, so that is empty. It says that two people are friends if they are sitting with each other. So any two persons sitting together are friends and they belong to a certain group. So here the three ones, they belong to a group and all three of them are friends, right? So the question says that you have to find the total number of groups. So basically we have to find all the cumulative ones that are present together in our given string. And let's look at the constraints. It says that there are just 50 test cases and n lies in between 1 and 10 to the power 5. So now if it is a 10 to the power 5, we know that we can easily scan through the array, which doesn't go beyond the complexity, which is 10 to the power 8 operations per second. So we can do it easily within the given time frame as said. Now let's look at the few test cases quickly. See 0 0 0, it says 0 0 0. Now 0 0 0 means there are no people there, so which means that all the seats are empty and there are 0 groups. 0 1 0, one seat is occupied by someone, and that means there is one group present. 1 0 1, 1 0 1 says that you have one here and then a vacant seat and then one, which represents that there are two people. So they of course belong to different groups, as they are not adjacent. All right, that's pretty much it. But now let's look at a optimized solution to it. Well, how can we solve this question? So basically what I'd suggest you is, so if you're given this following string, what would be the approach of this given problem? What I can do is I can scan through my given string. So I start scanning, and as soon as I find one, I increment a variable counter. Say I increment it by +1, and I somehow, I won't say it how, I would skip the rest of the ones until I find another 0. As soon as I find a 0, I start skipping the zeros until I find another 1, and as soon as I find a next one, I'd increment the count by another value. Again, as I find 0, I'd not do anything, but if I find another 1, I'd increment the count by 1. Now the next one is adjacent to the previous one, so I won't increase the count, and for the rest of the array we would just skip the values. So here, as we can see, there are three groups. This is a one group, this is another group, this is another group. So the output of this question would be 3. I'd encourage you to solve the question, and you can I'd help you guys in the comment section if you have any queries related to this problem. Thank you.